Con, you gotta fix your camera.
I thought I did. Is it there? Camera.
Like you're here, but you can't see you.
I don't understand why. What's going on now?
Go out and come back in.
All right. I shall do that. Eh, Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Wave Network and Sports Corner with the Conn Man. I am your host, the Conn Man. And with me this afternoon, I have a very guest. She goes by the name of Jazz Rose. Jazz, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Mike. How are you?
I'm good. Matter of fact, first and foremost, happy birthday and many more.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Jazz, what I like to do is I like to set the table and have my guests run it from there. So what I would like for you to do for our guests and our viewers is to talk about your history. Talk about what got you started, from the get-go and where you're at right now.
All right. So on the entrepreneur level, I actually started at MTTI. Went to MTTI for automotive, and the goal was to be a mechanic. I graduated from there. I was working on cars. Um, it kind of it was a passion, but there was something missing. So I eventually
Okay.
started learning how to detail from there, and I had switched over from fixing the cars to cleaning the cars. So I've spent the last 8 years now. I have my own detailing slash window tinting business, small business, Rose Gold Auto Salon, and I detail interior, exterior, and I also tint windows, full tint, half tint, all that good stuff.
Hmm.
So there's that. And then I have um, Extreme Hip Hop with Phil, which is a worldwide organization that is branched out of Ohio, which is where Phil is
Okay.
located. He is the creator, he's the owner, and we have instructors that now instruct all over the world from here to the UK to Canada. Um, so what Extreme Hip Hop is a high
Mm-hmm.
intensity step aerobic workout where we mix the board and music and me. I give you call outs, you groove to the music, you memorize the moves, and we just have a blast.
Now, talk about where you're located.
As far as class goes, we have class every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Class is located at the Third Eye Unlimited on 230 Union Street in New Bedford. It is right across the street from the Dunkin' Donuts for anyone who lives in New Bedford, knows the New Bedford area. It's right there on South 6th and Union Street.
Now, I'm gonna be devil's advocate, and I'm gonna claim like I don't know what stepping is. Can you let the
Okay.
viewers know what is stepping?
Stepping is it's life changing, honestly.
How
If
is it? Talk. I want to know how is it.
It's amazing. It's a vibe. It's literally, some people are, it's soul bearing. You know what I mean? You have your board. You have the music. We pick good music. We pick good songs. We do '90s. We do modern songs. We do dance hall. We do Creole music, Spanish music. So it's very diverse in what you can move and groove to as far as music goes. We have class every Wednesday. We have right now anywhere from 10 to 20 females. Men's step two, as I just told you, the creator and the owner is a male. So men's step two, we have men that come and you just vibe. You listen to the music. I tell you call outs. You listen to what I'm saying, and the call outs go with the rhythm of the music, and you're just kind of moving back and forth. You're getting a full body workout. You're burning anywhere from 500 to 1,000 calories, depending on
Wow.
how hard you push yourself. So it's very geared towards those who want to have fun and work out and lose the weight or get in shape or get healthy and not feel like they're, killing themselves in the gym.
Now, Jazz, I'm sure you're very good at what you do. Now, if I'm coming off the street and I want to join and participate, but I have no damn skills, what would you do? I keep it real on the show. What would you do in that situation? If I'm coming in, I'm shy, I'm bashful, I'm not really, I'm not really into it. I am, but I'm
And you sound
not
like,
as
honestly, that would be 99% of my clientele. My
exactly.
1% that comes in and has no fear are my kids. I also teach kids class too, so they're the fearless ones. They're the ones that come in, they're ready to go. They don't care if they're messing up, have rhythm, don't have rhythm, two left feet. They don't care. But my adults, honestly, those are the ones who are always scared. They're scared to come out and show out. And I tell everybody that comes into my space that this is a judge-free zone. We are
Hmm.
very much so a family. We are very much so united here, and I just don't tolerate the like making fun of anybody or anyone feeling out of place or feeling like they don't belong. If you're coming straight out of knowing nothing, we're gonna go right to the basics. I'm gonna teach you step by step, move by move, every single thing that you possibly need to know to get you comfortable enough to add your own swag and add your own groove to what I'm doing.
Now, how long is your class?
It's an hour long.
It's an hour long. Okay. Now, if I want to join your class,
Hmm.
what is the procedure? What's the protocol? How does it work?
So most people know me or have joined my class through social media, word of mouth. If not, you've seen me probably doing some type of demo somewhere. I do all the opens for Third Eye. I do all the reggae on West Beaches. I do demos at AHA night. So I kind of go out there and I just get on the board and I add boards to the ground. I show people what I'm doing. I let people jump in. They can jump in for free. They can do whatever they want. They can sign up from there. But it just kind of showcases what it actually is about and how to do it. If you're somebody who hasn't seen me in a demo, then you're more than welcome to reach out to me on Facebook, Jazz Rose. I have also Instagram, Extreme Hip Hop W period with Jazz. And you kind of just reach out to me. You let me know if you're gonna come to class, and if you're coming to class, it's a $10 deposit. And I also do packages where you can get a card. It's a punch card. Every time you come to class, I punch the card. There's 10 classes on the card, and the card is $85. So you're saving in the long run on committing to coming to me futuristically than to just pay the $10 drop in.
That sounds wonderful. When I come in, if I do come, because I'm going to go myself, that might be a show in itself. But I'm definitely,
But take it slow. Don't worry.
all right. Well, well, I'm definitely going. What should I expect on my first date there?
You're gonna expect to sweat. You're gonna expect to get the body in motion. We always start off with a stretch. We always start off with an intro song, very slow, very grooving, very, getting you in motion. But if you're very new, very fresh, I'm gonna tell you exactly what steps are, what they are, what positions you should be in, where your feet should be. I'm literally breaking it down from A to Z, so there's no room for error. We constantly, it's repetition, a lot of repetition, a lot of things that I say, my people are calling those things back. So the mind is repeating, the mouth is
Mm-hmm.
repeating, the mind is repeating, the feet are repeating. Everything is full blown repetition. So no one's gonna get it on the first class. I didn't even get it on the first class. It took me about probably 3, maybe 4 classes before you actually start to understand the concept of the rhythm, to the beat, to me, to the call outs, to everything that's going on around you. It's very overstimulating sometimes at first.
And as you know, once you get the rhythm down and you
Mm-hmm.
become used to it, it becomes
Mm-hmm.
like second nature, and you can really
Exactly.
enjoy it without thinking about it. You just
Exactly.
go, and you just get into it. And I'm looking forward to it. I don't know. That's gonna be a show. But anyway, you, you have a big event coming up tomorrow. Can you talk
Oh
about that?
yes, I do have a big
Go
event coming
away,
up
Joe.
tomorrow. Tomorrow is my birthday, so we're celebrating in no better way than to step. We will be at the Vault, downtown New Bedford. I believe the address is 716 Purchase Street. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's at the Vault. We'll be there from 12 to 3:30. We'll be stepping for the first portion, and then we're going to be partying for the second portion. We're going to have cake. There's going to be food, raffles, vendors. Um, it's going to be a good time.
And people, those of you who don't know, the Vault is a up and coming establishment. They are doing some wonderful things at the Vault, and I know it's going to be a great event as well. Now I've asked you questions. Is there anything you want the viewers to know about what you do, and anything maybe that you want the viewers to know that maybe I haven't asked you or I haven't presented to you? Anything that you, I mean, here is your flowers, and I want you to express
Thank you.
anything you want to talk about.
Though I want the viewers to know that step is something that everybody can do. We have instructors that range from the ages of, believe it or not, our youngest instructor is 8 years old, and our oldest
What?
instructor, yeah, she's rocking, and our oldest instructor is 72. So we're very diverse in our age range. We're very diverse in our culture. Once you become a part of the step family, it really does feel like family. It did change my life in many ways. I've traveled in so many places. I've been to so many places. I've networked with so many people. I've met so many new faces. There's there's over
Wow.
5,000 instructors alone, never mind people who step. So it's a brand that we're trying to build. We're trying to make it great again. We're trying to get the world to know who we are. And if there's anything
Wow.
that I would want them to
Awesome.
know is that I definitely have kids are fearless, and if you're afraid to step as a parent,
Mm-hmm.
bring your kids and let your kids go before you and see the fearlessness in them, and that'll encourage you to get on the board yourself.
Now, what? How many years you been doing this? As far as in New Bedford,
In New Bedford, I've been actively teaching for 2 years.
and what is the most rewarding thing that you do? And to let the viewers know, first of all, I think I already know you're into it, but what is the most rewarding thing for you?
The most rewarding thing would be changing lives, honestly, and building with people that honestly be turned into family for me. And it's not even just about me. I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the clout. I really do it so
Wow.
that people can change their lives and get some type of fitness in them and going and get the bodies going and live longer and clear their mental health. And it really is bigger than me. And when I step and I have my people come and people sign up for class, it's just a fulfilling feeling. So I do it for that feeling alone, for that Jazz, I needed this today, and thanks for this class. And it just the clarity that it gives me to see that it changes other people's lives in the same time as it does mine.
And also the fact is some people are not into weight training per se, and they may
Exactly.
be more interested and more apt to go and step and
Yeah.
deal with the music and a different vibe.
Right. And there's a branch off of it. So I do teach extreme hip hop, which is on the board, but I also teach extreme burn, and I'm also certified in extreme burn, which is full
Ooh.
body weight. There's no board. It's it's squats, it's lunges, it's jumping jacks, it's
Oh,
everything that you have attached to you. You're just working out with what you got, and there's no board involved. You don't have to memorize any moves like that.
wow.
It's a much easier version, but it's called burn for a reason. You're gonna burn up to 1,200 calories, and that's hands down because it's an hour long. It's very high intensity, and it's very engaging, and it's very challenging for anybody who's new to it. But it's worth it. So anybody who's afraid of the board, there's an option for you too. There's extreme burn on the other hand. So
Now, do you have the option of doing both?
you do have the option of doing both, yeah. So you can come to burn class, you can come to step class. Like I said, I do kids class. So you can, if you're not interested and your kids are interested, your kids are like that type of active, you can sign your kids up for me. I'm all across the board.
I know you are. Now, how has it been going so far in these 2 years that you've been doing it? How has the perception been, and what's the response?
Um, I haven't met anybody who's tried it that hasn't loved it, to be honest. I
Oh,
haven't
okay, okay.
I haven't really come across the naysayers. I feel like it's just getting more people to understand what it actually is the hard part. Because when you say step, a lot of people think like sorority fraternity,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
stepping type of deal,
Right.
or they're not thinking that it's like something that's more rhythmic and more um just in sync of a thing than it is like the fraternity step and the
Right.
clapping and that type of deal. You're letting yourself free, and then once you grasp what you're doing, you have full reign to just throw on your own swag and put your own groove to it and make it into yourself. There's no stepper that steps the same. We're all very diverse, we're all very different in the way that we step. The call outs are exactly the same, but the way that you look when you're doing it is going to be completely different than the next person.
Now, if again, I'm gonna be devil's advocate. When you say call out, what does that mean?
So a call out would be um, what you're listening from me to know what your next move is. So I have things called jump shot, side leg, things like that, that they know what that means when I say that. And that's the specific move that you're doing on the board that's transitioning you back and forth.
Hmm?
So you're listening to the beat, you're listening to the song, and then you're listening to the call out so that you know where you're going and what you're doing.
Wow, that sounds. Now, what if I have some physical issues? How would you work with someone who, might be coming off maybe hip surgery or knee
Yeah, I need like
surgery or
moderation. We have moderation. We have like moderation and things that you're doing the same thing, but you're doing it in less of a less moderate form. So you're moving just as much, but you're not putting as much strain on whatever that body part might be.
awesome. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Why should I go to your class?
Because there's nobody better. Come on now.
Now that's what I'm talking about, girl. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't really know you, but I'm proud of you and what you've done so far.
I
And
appreciate
you got me coming off my feet to go check it out. So you know it must be pretty damn
it's
good.
worth it. I'm telling you.
I'm definitely gonna go down there. Now I know it's your birthday, so I don't want to take too much more of your time.
No
But is
worries.
there anything that maybe I didn't ask that you want to reveal, that you want to talk about? Because I'm giving you your flowers, so it's your show right now.
No, I just, if you guys want to come to class, come to class. I encourage everybody and anybody to honestly to make their way over to me. If you're afraid, don't be. It's very judgment free. It's very judge free zone. We love everybody. All my people are very loving. They enjoy helping me help. They enjoy assisting. So it's never somewhere somebody's gonna feel uncomfortable. It's never been an uncomfortable feeling for any of my new people. All my new people become my long term people. It's just
Wow.
all about taking that step and going out on a limb and just saying, you know what, I'm gonna try this. And once you do, you definitely will fall in love with it.
Now, I'm gonna be blunt. What if I come in and I would say a little overweight, or I'm uncomfortable with the way I look.
Hmm.
How would that go? I mean, you always said you judgment free, but I'm saying if I come in there and I'm male or female, but I'm a little bit
Hmm.
overweight, what how would you handle that? And maybe that might be stopping me from going to go see you because these people look like they're in shape, they're healthy. I want to be that, but I'm having a little difficulty with my weight. Not me, not me. I'm just saying I have a little difficulty. No, I'm good. But I
Well,
mean,
the first step is to show up. So I can't judge anybody off of what they're doing at home because you're doing it at home. But once you step into my space, it's on. I need to give you that motivation and that push to show you that even you can do it. The size doesn't matter, age doesn't matter, ethnicity doesn't matter, and none of that matters when it comes to step, because we have ways for everybody to get where they need to go and to get on the same page as everybody else. There's no restrictions just based off of what you look like. You're gonna get it, and once you get the moves, your body's just gonna go. It's just like dancing in a club, dancing at a family party. It's literally
mhm.
dance mixed with call outs, mixed with music. So if you love to dance, if you love music, like you're not even gonna think about what you look like once you feel what you're gonna feel.
Now, Jazz, this is a sports show, so I gotta ask you a sports specific question.
Let's go.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, how can your program and benefit high school athletes, collegiate athletes,
Hmm.
maybe even professional athletes?
It would probably build their stability. It would build their mental health, their mental space, because it's something that it brings your courage up. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel better about yourself. So when you're confident, you perform better as an athlete. When you feel good about yourself, you get on that court, you get on that field, and you're untouchable. So when you conquer something like step and you have that confidence, just take that confidence with you to
There
whatever
you
you're
go.
doing.
Hmm.
Just bring it with you. You know what you were doing the other night on the board? Bring that to the court. That step that you were doing that you couldn't do for weeks and you conquered it. Bring that to your free throws. Bring that to, you know what I mean? Bring it to the long run of whatever you're doing. Me, I used to play basketball. I've been a basketball player since I was 11 years old. I started at a Wellaway, Keys, New Bedford High, BCC. So it's all about your confidence. It's all about you wanting to win. You versus you. And in step, that's all it is. It's you, the board, and yourself. It's you versus you, how much you want to push yourself. And that goes across the board for all sports.
And you know what? From what I gather, I haven't really participated in your program yet, but from what I gather and what I see is that it could be injury prevention sometimes too, as well, because you're moving on your body. Stretching is key, and after
Mm-hmm.
because you always have pulled hamstring muscles and pulled muscles
Mm-hmm.
all over your goddamn body, and
Oh, yeah,
having the
for sure.
yeah, so having the ability to, first of all, stretch is very important. A lot of athletes don't know that. The younger guys don't know that. And
Yeah,
you
and
can always,
they just don't want to. They think they're resilient, and no one really is
exactly.
resilient.
Now, if you get old as me and I'm old as dirt, you realize how important it is to be able to stretch, and it kind of makes everything go a lot smoother. And I can't wait to go down there and check it out myself. So again,
Oh, yeah.
how can people get a hold of you? I'm here,
Again,
and let's say
Facebook.
I'm in Philadelphia. I'm in Philadelphia. I really can't go to New Bedford,
Mm-hmm.
because our show is seen all over, as you will see. But anyway,
Right.
I'm in Philadelphia. I'm in California, but I'm interested. I'm motivated by you. What do I do, or how do I get? I'm interested in what you are doing. How do I get to know what you're doing but I'm in Philly. I'm in LA. I'm in tough question, huh?
That's an easy one. That's an easy one because
Okay, good.
like I told you, there's 5,000 of us all around the world, from Massachusetts all the way to the UK to Canada. So there is no state uncovered right now. There's no place uncovered
Okay.
as far as an instructor goes. So if it's not me, and which if you feel more comfortable with me, you can always one on one with me through Zoom, through FaceTime, through whatever.
Oh,
I can one on
okay,
one you
okay.
through the phone. But if you want that physical presence, I can always figure out who's where and what city and what state and where you align yourself, and I'll find that person that's going to be able to work with you, and you can in person all day.
That's awesome. Now, I got to sidetrack a little bit. You said you played basketball. Now you know that's my domain. So talk
Yeah.
about your high school career
Yep.
a little bit, if you might.
I actually had Mickey Rodriguez was my coach. So I graduated. Sorry, we gotta move over to the charger. So I graduated in 2007, which means I still had Mickey as a coach, which he's a legend. He will
You
always
had
be a
Mickey
legend.
Gonzalez.
Oh yeah,
Folks, for
that's
those
my
of you
guy.
who don't know Mickey, Mickey was my college teammate. Mickey's the one that got me to go to Framingham State. Mickey Gonzalez is perhaps unquestionably one of the greatest shooters to ever come out of New Bedford High, and he's a great friend of mine as
Legendary,
well. Uh, absolutely. I got
for
stories,
sure.
but this is about you. I'm gonna talk about Mickey on another show. But anyway, I'm gonna have him
Yeah,
on
so
too as
it was
well.
a great time. Basketball's always been the foundation for me. Um, Maybe that's why I just go so hard when it comes to stepping, because it's a me versus me, and in basketball I feel the same way. The only way to excel is to see where your flaws are and see what you're missing within you, and work on that, and to become a better person for your team. So as an instructor, I work on myself daily so that I can be a better instructor for my team. And a better me creates a better them. And I want to better them, so I have to be a better me.
True, absolutely true. Now you said you played at BCC as well.
BCC in Fall River, yeah, it was actually quite funny that we're talking about this, because the other day I was speaking on how my women's team was the first team that was ever created for a 2-year college. As far as BCC goes, we were the first female basketball team BCC ever had, and it was tough because it was building and molding, you know, this project, and helping the school along with the coach, along with each other, along with ourselves as the first team, and trying to make a name for ourselves. It was tough, but it was fun. I wouldn't take it back. That was 2000, and we're talking 2009 to 11.
Now, 2011. So my math skills are not that good.
We're like
Um,
14 years ago.
14.
We're
Now
coming
that
up
was
on a
way
20
before
year
Lex.
reunion
That
with
was
Bedford
before
High
Lex
School.
Barrows, right?
Correct. Lex is maybe Lex is probably about 8 years behind me, I
Oh
think.
wow, I'm way off. I'm way off.
Yeah. Because I was doing street outreach in New Bedford High when Lex was playing at New Bedford High.
Okay, so who was on your team that I might know?
As far as BCC or New Bedford High goes, if New Bedford High, then you're talking Kaylin Nelson, you're talking Stephanie Houtman,
Okay,
Asia
okay.
Johnson.
Oh, okay.
So that's my year, 2007, 6, 7, 8.
And who was on your BCC team?
Um, Honestly, a lot of my teammates were not from local.
Right.
They had come from like Boston. I had a girl from Ukraine on there.
Wow.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, from outer city. So you're talking like Taunton and Brockton, and I don't think there was many. I think it was probably maybe like two people from New Bedford real life.
You
on
know,
that
you
team at
you
that
you
time.
were you were there when it was like groundbreaking territory because, as you know, Lex went on to go play in Cape Verde Islands. You guys weren't
Hmm.
given that opportunity back when you guys
Not at
started.
all. Nope, not
Not
at
at
all.
all. I wish you guys had that opportunity. But
Yeah.
did you want to pursue your basketball career after BCC, or did you want to go into the world of a professional worker?
Yeah, no, I was in BCC honestly, as a psych major. So I was taking up child psychology and abnormal psychology, digging in the brain of people with bipolar and
Wow.
dissociation and
Uh huh.
all of those abnormal considered
Right.
diagnoses.
Right.
So I went on from there, and like I said, I did street outreach in the city, working with the Shannon program and PACA and the city of New Bedford
Wow.
for about 6 years, working in the schools with all the kids that are on the the teachers and the principals not so great list, trying to get them to make better choices for themselves and change their lives around before it's too late, type of deal. And we had after school program, summer program, you name it, we had it. We were just trying to keep our new generation in line with the what the future could hold for them.
And what's great, I'm just finding this out about you. What's great is the fact that New Bedford's known for some negativity, as you know, and to have someone like yourself who has knowledge because you're around the neighborhood, you know what goes on,
Mhm.
and for you
Mhm.
to do what you do is very important. And to see the young kids have out some of their color doing some positive
Mhm.
things
Mhm.
as a positive role model. I think that's very important what you were doing, and my hats off to you on that one. But let's get back now to what we're here for, which is the stepping and the classes and
All
your
right.
big event tomorrow,
Oh
celebrating
yeah.
your birthday, and you didn't
Tickets
mention
are
Aquarius.
online. If you got me
Talk
on
about it.
Facebook, you got the link. Ticket link is online. Facebook. So it's pinned at the top of my Facebook, Jazz Rose. If you don't have me, add me. If you want to go tomorrow, like I said, the link is pinned at the top of my page. You can just click the link, figure out what ticket you want. If you want to try step, there's step with a loaner board, which means that you pay the extra $5. I bring the board for you. There's no inconvenience to you at all. You just bring yourself, your shoes, your water, and your will to get on the board and go. There's people who come, they bring their own board, so that has a price. And then there's people who just want to come party. They don't want to step. They just want to watch. They just want to figure out if they want to join.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
Mm-hmm.
also a ticket option for you too. So it's a vibe.
So if I'm again skeptical, I'm nervous, I can just go watch.
Of course. Of course.
Really?
And that's what I do
Hmm.
demos for too. So I've spent a couple of summers now. Like I said, I did every reggae on West Beach for the last 2 years, and I'm just outside with my board, with my music, my headset. I bring a couple extra boards. I step. I explain what it is. I tell people where I'm at, and if you want to just hop in, and you've been watching me for 5 minutes, and you're like, I really want to try that. All right, hop in. You hop in. I'll tell you what to do. You figure out whether you like it or not, and then you come see me at class.
Now, Jazz, before we go back to your big event tomorrow, let the viewers know about reggae on the beach. I don't think they have any idea what that is.
Oh my gosh. Reggae on
Explain
West
that to
Beach
them
is
because they don't know.
it's one of the honestly one of the best things that this city honestly has to offer. It's completely free festival. It's called Reggae on West Beach. We have the West Beach that's in the south end of New Bedford. We turn it into a big old reggae fest. There's a DJ. There's sometimes 4 or 5 DJs spinning. It's usually from like 3 to 7, and it's every last Sunday of the month from June to August. And you come out, people come out, they bring their family, they bring their chairs. You can either sit with your family on the beach or you can walk around. They have vendors, they have food trucks. And then they have people like me showcasing Dance Extreme. They have different people that come to showcase who they are and what they do, and just get the city to try to, band together and make a move and do something. But it's a fantastic festival. It's been going on for, I want to say, like 7 years now. I've been going since the first one ever. Shout out to Shakira Gonzalez. She does a lot. She does a lot of footwork. She does a lot of work for the city, and she puts that together, and she does an amazing job.
Now, Jazz, again, before we go back to your big event tomorrow night, um, what? I'm trying to put this. What do you see yourself in like 4 or 5 years with what you're doing right now? What you're presently? Where do you hope to go? Oh, and before I even go there, for you to be an entrepreneur, you're gonna have, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're an entrepreneur, you are apt, just like when you're a referee or when you're a ball player or when you put yourself out there, you're subject for criticism. And
Mhm.
you got to be strong willed and strong
Mhm.
mind to deal with that. How do
Of
you
course.
deal with that? If it even happens? Because with your personality, I don't see how anybody can mess with you. But I mean, if
I
that,
mean, I'm sure there's criticism. I'm sure there's haters. I'm sure that the world revolves, how it does, and that's just the motivation right there. Because a lot of people who have something to say end up in my class. So I might not be the hype right now, but when I become the hype or whatever the case might be, everybody's gonna want a piece of it. So I don't really think about it. I don't worry about it. I stand in the mirror and it's like I said a million times already. It's me versus myself. I don't see the competition. There shouldn't even be competition because in extreme hip hop we consider ourselves all family. So we're
wow,
not we're not like who's the best stepper and I'm better
right.
than you and come to my class, don't go to her. Like I got homegirl in Fall River. You name it. If you live in Massachusetts, you name the state, you name the city. I have somebody who's on my side and can help you just as much, if not more than me. You know what I mean? So there's levels to this. We have instructors and then we have master trainers. So we have people who have been in the game longer than us, the OGs, if you would, and they're the master trainers of our state. So I learned from my master trainer because who's better than her, and iron sharpens iron. And ultimately, I just don't pay attention to anybody who has anything negative to say because prosperity wins, and that's what I want my people to be on.
I love it, love it, love it, love it. Now, again, let the viewers know about the big day tomorrow, your birthday, and Aquarius. Talk
Oh,
about
Aquarius
that.
gang. I never met an Aquarius I didn't like. But we're the rarest sign, so for whatever reason everybody seems to hate on us, but it's all good. But Aquarius gang, tomorrow, like I said, we at the vault from 12 to 3. We'll be stepping from probably about 12:30 to 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then after that we'll be eating, drinking, having a good time. We're gonna have raffles, vendors, food, cake. We're gonna sing happy birthday. It's a queen's birthday tomorrow, so we're doing it the step way.
That's fantastic. Now, you know, from being on my show, you're going to be going on other people's show. You know that. You already know that. You
I
already
don't
know.
mind.
But that's a good
Whatever
thing. That's
gets
a good thing.
whatever gets the
I know
whatever
that's a
gets the
good
whole
thing.
city stepping. We need to get the whole city stepping.
That's why I wanted you on the show. Get people involved, man. Get people in fitness, and when you feel better,
Amen.
you look better.
You do better.
You know
You
what I
live
mean?
better.
And
You live
again,
longer.
and you know as well as I know that a lot of people who don't become active or are not active, they tend to fall by the wayside. But when you're physically fit or you're trying to reach that goal, it's a great thing. It's a great feeling. I got the fever. What I do. So when you get that, once you, like you said, when you get comfortable in what you're doing. Now with your program, once you get comfortable, and then it becomes automatic. You're not thinking about it,
Mhm.
and then you get that
Mhm.
fever, and you don't want to miss none of your damn classes. You know what I mean? You don't
Mhm.
want to miss it. You want to come involved, and
Exactly.
it's a great feeling. I feel it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mhm.
So before we close, I want you to acknowledge anybody, give shout outs, because a whole lot of people gonna be watching this tomorrow or tonight, matter of fact. Um, any
My
shout
shout
outs you
out, my
want to
biggest
give?
shout out, my
And
biggest
before
shout out is to
I'm
Third Eye Unlimited.
I'm
Of
giving you
course,
your
Third Eye
roses. So
Unlimited. That's my home. So that would be my biggest shout out. Third Eye Unlimited, Maya, Carrie, Junior, all the people that help me on a daily basis, help events happen, help class happen. Without them, I wouldn't be able to have class. I was literally doing class outside under the pavilion in the South End at the beach. Many people found me there because I
wow,
was just outside making resources from what I had because I didn't have a building. It was hard in the winter times because it was cold, and then they gave me a home. So shout out to Third Eye, big shout out to Third Eye again. Shout out to Shakira. She also always gives me a platform to network on. So she's huge, and just my team that shows up for me every Wednesday, my team that shows up for all my events. I they know what they do for me, and I hope I do the same thing for them. So I love them dearly, and that's true.
Oh, I know you're speaking facts. Now, I told you I'm going there. What days do you have for someone like myself?
My beginner class is
Be
now.
nice.
We're running 2 days a week. Beginner friendly class, which is starting from the basics. Starting from literally A point A and getting you to point Z. So Wednesday night, 6:30 p.m. every 6:30 every Wednesday. And I also started Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock in the morning every Saturday. And both of those are beginner friendly class. All levels are welcome. You don't have to just be a beginner. I have some intermediate and advanced people that still come to beginner class just to get their legs, in gear and their body in motion. It's it's a vibe. It really is.
Well, Jazz, I want to thank you for coming on my show. You're always welcome. You have this platform. Anything y'all doing, anything you want to get out there, you have me anytime you want, and you have this platform to let others know about what you're doing. And again, I want to thank you for coming on my show. And
Thank you.
you have a good birthday.
I'm gonna
And
try.
I will see you soon. And
I
thank
hope
you for coming
I'll
on
see
my
you in
show.
class.
God bless you.
Thank you. You too.
Watch, I'm gonna be there now,
All right. I'm gonna
folks. I
hold you.
want to thank Jazz for coming on my show. Thank you for coming on my show. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Have a good night.
You'll be seeing the show tonight. I'm gonna send it to you. You got it,
Sounds
girl.
good, boss.
Have a happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good night. Now, folks, we got a couple of minutes. So again, I want to thank Jazz for coming on my show. And you know, as you guys know by now, I like to bring I guess interest other things just besides basketball as well. And although it is fitness related, and there was supposed to be my Fitness Friday with the Conn Man, and unfortunately, my second guest, Emanuela Alves, had a personal issue that she had to attend to, so she was not able to do part two. But part one was pretty damn good to me. It's great to have people who are entrepreneurships doing things for the community that's a positive and not dwell on the negative. As you can see, she's doing some very outstanding things as well. And Manuela did get back to me, and she will be coming on once things get a little better, and she will come on, and we're going to do the damn thing as well. Now, with a few remaining minutes that I do have, I want to talk about next Friday, y'all. Next Friday, I got my man. He's been on my show twice. He goes by the name of Mike Myers the second. He is the CEO, the president, the governor, the mayor of MBA Basketball, which is the Military Basketball Association, as well as the WMBAA, the Women's Military Basketball Association. He's in charge of the whole shaboom, shabam, and he's going to come on. And, when he came on the very first time, he was just basically starting off, and he wanted to get his program out there. And he was, he put the time in, put the effort, put the work. And now check it out. I think last year or the year before, if I'm correct, he and his program went from small beginnings to being on CBS, national TV, the championship games, and he got his championship games coming on up in May. So I'm going to have the pleasure of having him on my show next Friday, February 7th at 5 p.m. And we're going to kick it. He's a good man, and he's doing great things for the military as well. A distinguished career in the military, and took it upon himself to create an environment and have the soldiers, be able to still participate in basketball because that's what they love to do. And I think that it's gone leaps and bounds. I mean, being on CBS, come on now, national TV. And when he first came on, it was a small, he was just building it up. And now my man's all over the country, flying here, flying there, promoting the program. Then we got the women involved now. I'm telling you guys, you all got to tune in next Friday, 5 o'clock. As I said, Mike Myers II, the CEO of the Military Basketball Association. Again, I want to thank my guest. I call her Jazz. Jazz is doing some great things. I want to thank her and hope she has a very happy birthday and many, many more. Until next Friday, y'all, please take care. God bless and see you next Friday for the Sports Wave Network and the Sports Corner with the Conn Man. I bid you adieu. Have a great night. God bless. Thank you.